Happy New Year's Day. So we didn't film at all yesterday just because we were trying to catch up and stay healthy, and after being sick for so many days, it was just catch up day. It wasn't a day to film. So we did a lot of catching up yesterday. What I didn't film yesterday was us getting a lot of the baby gear out because I am almost 36 weeks pregnant. I can't believe that. And when I was factoring in my timeline of making sure I had enough time to get everything done before the baby came, what I didn't factor in was being sick for so many days. So I'm a little behind on getting all the baby gear out. Art helped with that yesterday. You can see we've got a whole bunch of baby stuff and things like that for the birth drying right now. We've been running laundry loads and getting that all set for the baby. We got the bassinet down, but I'll show you guys that all in a little bit. But we are sitting down right now having a little bit of lunch. I made waffles for breakfast. We had them actually later. We slept in this morning, and we made some turkey soup, and this is what it looks like. It's actually, I'm on a mission to purging out the freezer, and this is Lily's bowl. How is it, Lily? Good. Good. So my mission is actually to purge up some of the spinach, and we had a turkey breast in the freezer, as well as someone gave us a turkey. And while Art and I were sick, I needed to be able to give instructions to Charity on what to cook for the kids, because they're all hungry, but Mom and Dad are not eating, and we're just not feeling well at all. So what we ended up doing is Charity took the Instant Pot, and she took a turkey she took a turkey breast. The first one was a partial turkey, right? That was the turkey breast, and threw that in the Instant Pot, frozen and all, one hour on high pressure, and then she made turkey soup. We had another turkey that someone had gifted us at Christmas. Yes, you may have a seat. Thank you, honey. And we went ahead yesterday and put that had finally thawed out. So we put that in the Instant Pot because, again, just not having the time or feeling up to putting it in the oven and doing the whole roasting thing. Threw it in the Instant Pot for 40 minutes because this one was totally thawed out. Look, Gracie, Mary, please don't do that. And that came out just as wonderful. So that's why we're having turkey soup. We still have a ton of meat left. Might turn it into like turkey and biscuits or something like that. But if you haven't tried cooking a whole turkey in your Instant Pot, it comes out really, really tender, really moist, not necessarily like carvable. So if you're thinking like Thanksgiving turkey, no, that's not that kind of turkey, because it's gonna look really pale because it's not. Yeah, Charity says it looks gross, but it's delicious. We all agreed that we really like it that way. So that's what we're having. I'll show you some more baby stuff in a little while after we finish eating. So this is what I've been working on. Well, not the pretzels, the kids brought those in. But this isn't all of it. We're still waiting for some of it to dry. I've got washcloths, towels, maybe overkill. I usually do about 6 to 12 washcloths and towels in case we need them during the birth. And then I have a stack here of just flannel receiving blankets. I call them burp cloths, but they're really convenient when you're right after the birth, and we tend to go through a lot of those. So I have more of those coming. They're just in the wash. And then I have some newborn baby clothes. We've got some purple, pink, and then neutral greenish colors. We don't know what we're having, so I just pulled out a few things. And then, again, I've got another receiving blanket here. The kids have been helping me do laundry, so I have to finish tidying some of this up. We've got some swaddlers that we used for the other kids. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, these pads are awesome for the bassinet. And I don't know if you can even buy them anymore. I've had them for a bunch of my kids. I actually put the crib sheet right over this, and it's waterproof. So if the baby spits up or has an accident, it doesn't wreck the mattress in the bassinet. I have another swaddle blanket and a blanket and just all kinds of baby bath towel, things like that here that I need to finish dealing with. These are the other things that I really like for the bassinet. So what I do is I use this as a head pad. So I have this green one that I just showed you. I lay this inside the crib, put this sheet over it, And then this is for the baby's head. So when they spit up or whatever, I can just wash this without having to wash the whole sheet and everything. It really saves on laundry doing it that way. And everything's kind of in a state of chaos. So we're still in the process of getting this room ready. But you guys are seeing this kind of mid-progress here. So I have the bassinet here, and then just some more birthing supplies, things like that that we need to find homes for and such. Just snugly, you know how it is when you have a baby. You have a lot of different supplies. This is a birth supply here. And then I brought this small table in here, end table, whatever you want to call it, to put next to my chair here. So this is usually where I do a lot of my nursing and things like that, and sit for a lot for the first couple weeks. And I thought the kids could bring up food, or I could put my drinks here, or reading material, anything there. And then down here, I just went ahead and put all of my breast pump supplies and things like that in case I need them. Traditionally, my milk supply, when it comes in, I have an abundance, which is fine. I always take it and I freeze it. So when I eventually get back on call, there's always frozen breast milk for Art to feed the baby if for some reason I don't make one of the feedings. However, Lillian was the exception to the rule, and I had a very hard time having any access for her. If you go back and watch those vlogs, you'll remember that I had been throwing up. I had a stomach bug that put me into labor, and then because I had, I wouldn't call it a reaction, but a sensitivity to sucralose within the Gatorade that I was drinking to try to get over the stomach bug, it ended up giving me an awful case of diarrhea, which actually in turn made me so dehydrated that my milk supply never really got to where it usually is. It was enough to feed Lillian. Lillian did fine, but I had like nothing extra. So I'm hoping that this time around that I'll be able to actually use the pump. I didn't use it much last time, to be able to build up that stash in the freezer, because it's a convenience factor. If you guys have had kids and you breastfeed, you know that usually it's just easiest to have a child with you. But when you're on call, riding in an ambulance, babies are not allowed. So this is just the easiest way to always have a little bit of stash for Art and make it easier just in case I miss one of those feedings. I think that's the scoop on the baby prep. I'm going to keep working away here. Actually, I think I might take a nap first. And then I'm going to keep working away here, and we're going to see if we can get this room finished, getting set up and things in their places, because I have 3 more days before I hit 36 weeks, at which point I can actually deliver at any point. Not that I will, but I want to have everything ready by 36 weeks. So then we're just kind of in that waiting, holding process, and just be waiting for a baby. Boom, boom.
Hey, Mommy.
Okay, just put him on Mommy's lap. So Art is over here working on putting in this door right here. If you guys watched our past vlogs, you know that we bought this door and we're putting it in here, and we're turning this room here into another bedroom for, let's see, Grace and Lydia. So we've gotten a lot of it cleaned up. This was my 31 room. You can see there's my racks that Art had built for me. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with those. But the plan is to put a bunk bed in here. And this will have 2 doors on it. And this is the door that we're trying to install. As with any old house, nothing is just an easy buy a replacement and put it in. It needs some custom adjusting. So Art is an expert at custom adjusting, right, Art?
Well, I'm good, I'm just slow.
But you're an expert, you can do it.
Right.
You do a good job, it just takes a long time. And some of you may actually recognize that board there. There is our wall of cards from last year, and we're going to change that out and put new ones. Are we going to leave that board in here?
I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. It may get moved or it may stay here.
We may stay here. We have a dresser that we're actually going to be putting a low dresser right there in front of it. So it wouldn't be really a problem having it up against the wall. But we love... What did you find?
Ladybug.
A ladybug, that's right. So part of the reason why we chose to move Grace and Lydia into this room is because, first of all, Lydia goes to bed later than Grace. And second of all, Grace has never been a really good sleeper. She's
been an awful sleeper.
for a very long time.
Her whole life.
And so our thought is to actually, by moving her into here, she will be able to sleep by herself for an hour or so before Lydia comes in here. And then I don't know where the books are. And then she'll be able to, hopefully, it'll help with her sleep. We're going to try this combination. We did ask Charity if she wanted to move out and to this room, and she's like, no, I would like my room. I like the room that you did for me. I don't want to move out. So anyways, the next best combination was to move Grace and Lydia into here, and we'll give it a shot and see how it works. I mean, isn't that what parenting is? Moving things around and trying things, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But that's our thought process right now, and trying to get this done before the baby gets here. What do you think of your new bedroom?
It's good.
Is it going to be nice in here?
Yeah.
This is going to be where you and Lydia are going to sleep pretty soon.
Is Mary gonna sleep in here?
No, Mary's going to sleep in the other room with Grace. No, not Grace.
Lillian and Charity.
Lillian and Charity.
Chloe.
So what I just did, and I should have done it before and after shot, but I didn't, is I just cleaned this bookshelf. So we actually took everything off of it. We washed it all down. We pulled it out, vacuumed underneath it. We found a couple lost treasures under there. And then I just reduced the amount of books on here. So something that I'm not thrilled about per se, but it's worked really well for our family, and that is these books. So these are our special Osborne books, or books that the kids really love, and we don't look at them all the time. But what I found is, with either being pregnant or with nursing, having these books, I can have one of the older kids put them down on the floor and have the smaller children look at them while I'm either breastfeeding or whatever. So this works really well by keeping the books tidy here, and then as soon as we're done, we pick them up and put them back here to keep my room neat. And then down here, we just have some of our more often referenced books here. What I did this time is I grabbed this fold-in file, and I put all the sermons that Art has done for the nursing home Bible study. I put those in here so it looks more tidy, but it's right there for him when he needs them. And then down here we just have his dictionary that he loves, and then a few phone books. Yes, we are old-fashioned enough. We still have a few phone books. I keep the small ones down here. So this is tidied up. This area here, you notice it's pretty empty. We usually keep flashlights here. Just the kids always know if they need a flashlight, you can usually find one there. So that is that area here. Now I need to... we had some things kind of spill over onto my dresser. That was clean, but I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. I'm not sure that I'm going to do anything else with this area here for tonight, but I do want to take care of the dresser and maybe get a few cobwebs, things like that. But so far so good. It's looking better, and I'm feeling better about knowing that all that dust and cobweb is gone, because I knew it was there. Even though I couldn't see it, it was hiding and lurking. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, finished the dresser. So that makes this whole area completely done. I'm not going to show you the rest of the room because I still need to work on that. It's 11:15, and so I've been working just kind of from surface to surface, trying to clean as I go. It's far more difficult to move at a high speed. So what normally would take me 20, 30 minutes has taken me, almost an hour and a half. But I'll show you what I did next. So this is Art's side of the bed. I went ahead and cleaned this all up for him. And then I have a storage cube here that I just have I have his items in here because, you know, guys have their things and they need a place to put them. So I have this storage cube. I put some like pocket folders here to organize some of his paperwork, and hopefully that'll make it easier for him to find. But pretty much that's his. I'm not touching it. It's just kind of his little zone, and he can just periodically clean that out. And hopefully that'll help keep the floor space, because we just had, his pile was underneath the table, and we didn't, you know, it made it hard to clean underneath that. So by having it up there in a storage cube, it keeps it out of the dust and hopefully cleaner. So that's his side of the bed. I'm going to stop at this point because, well, I started the laundry on our bed. So I think I showed this to you guys earlier. I was working on doing the baby stuff, but I didn't quite finish that part because I didn't know where I was going to put it, which precipitated cleaning this, which precipitated to cleaning this. And it's still not done. I still have a couple piles on the floor that I need to deal with, but we're going to call it a night. And Art has been working away on the door, and as with all projects, nothing moves fast.
No, not when I'm doing it.
So this is what he's working on. He's trying to get the hinges installed, and the wood, I guess, is really, really hard.
Yes, I got one hinge done.
All right, that's good. That's progress.
I'm working on the slot for the other hinge.
And you know, this is something you have to kind of hand chisel. You can't do. There's no really other good way to do this. No. So.
Well, there probably is, but, well, I don't know what it is. Good night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Since it is New Year's Day, I was hoping to do a video on my New Year's resolutions, but obviously that did not happen, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I did not finish the door. I'm getting too tired, and it's usually not a good idea to work with tools when you're tired. But Janelle and I went downstairs to get a little snack, and I want to show you what happened. Janelle was cutting something and the knife broke.
I'm like, what's the chances? I don't think I've ever had a knife break. I mean, out of all things, it was just cheese. It wasn't like it was in. Yeah, I broke the knife. What a way to end the night, breaking a knife. Who would have thought? I mean, we've had these for over 17 years, and I'll tell you, I use them all the time. So I can't say they owe me anything, but breaking a knife, cutting cheese. Time for bed, Art.